This is KE5KNV, Wichita County Skywarn with a noon update. I'm coming out with that noon update a little bit early, only because the storm seemed to be moving a little closer toward us. At this present time, we're in a moderate risk. They've moved us into that moderate risk, and it's east of the line from Cherokee to Lawton and Wichita Falls, and we're not in the middle, but we're not far off of it. And it goes west to Holtonville into Durant. These isolated severe thunderstorms, we're expecting very high hail or large size hail, wind gusts up to 80 miles an hour. But one of the key things that we've got to watch for is these are going to form very quickly. The dry line is beginning to move to our east through us, and when these thunderstorms do fire off, they're going to be quick in moving through the area, and probably around 40 to 45 miles an hour. There's a couple of things that'll be a little bit different this time. We may send out, since it's so early, we may send some of the people that can get out earlier, like around 2 o'clock or whatever the NCS decides to do, and we'll put some out early, and then we're going to have a second wave come through, and as soon as people are off from work, we'd certainly like you to check in and see what the status is at that point. Here again, we're in a moderate risk. Hail, large size, larger than baseball size is potential. Tornadoes are possible, and high winds possible, and these things are going to fire off very quickly. We have a real high dew point, so let's be well aware of it. Be sure that you have your car gassed up, and if you're available, I want to check in probably within the hour to two at the latest. We'll start sending a few people out ahead of these storms and see if we can get positioned where we can better protect our city with earlier warning. All of the trainee pre-released this year, be sure you check in with the season spotters. We want everybody we can to be out. We're going to try to have at least 2 people in location. If there's any questions, just watch the TV news. They've already come out with basically the same thing. So we're at a very high risk, and we need to be sure that we have all people possible to check in as soon as we need to do that. This is KE5KNV clear.
USL, thank you, Larry. KF5IUB.
WX5SPS, Wichita County Skywarn with Tornado Watch. Storm Prediction Center has issued a tornado watch good until midnight tonight. They call this a particularly dangerous situation. Tornado watch covers Archer, Baylor, Clay, Knox, Wichita, and Wilbarger counties, just right around our area. So nothing really has started to pop yet. We've seen some Q trying to get going in a couple of places, but nothing really coming up. But keep in mind that when these things do pop, that they're going to immediately go severe and probably be capable of dropping some giant-sized hail pretty quickly out of them. So keep your pagers on, your radios close, and if we need to page out again to get people going, activate the net, we'll page again. This is WX5SPS, Wichita County Skywarn.
10-5, ORJ.
Thanks, Charlie. AD5IB. SLK9CPB.
It's WX5SPS, Wichita County Skywarn. For those that might be monitoring or already out a little bit for us, they indicate we might be able to expect some thunderstorm development along the dry line in our area very soon. So we'll just see what they say, and then we'll take appropriate action as far as activating a directed net. So we'll page out if we get anything additional. This is WX5SPS, Wichita County, Scotland.
WX5SPS, KE5KNV.
Go ahead, Larry.
I'm on location and school's being let out, but it looks like we're going into football practice here, so let me know if anything starts going on. KE5KNV clear.
QSL, will do. WX5SPS. It's WX5SPS. I do have a severe thunderstorm warning out on that storm. It's northwest of us up in Ford County, going over Crowell, and it'll soon be headed towards Chillicothe. Up in the northeastern part of Hardeman County. Do look like we have some other stuff that's beginning to try to pop up down in the Haskell County area, just north of Haskell. And that'll be moving on up into southern Knox County. So I think we're going to find that this stuff is going to begin to pop pretty quick. So everybody keep their eyes up, and we'll watch this thing. Maybe we can get it on through here in a little while without any big problems. It's WX5SPS. It's WX5SPS, Wichita County. The Weather Service reporting getting some reports of emergency management up in the Crowell area. They're having golf ball size hail out of that storm. It's now headed up toward the Chillicothe area. These storms are going to produce some large hail as they get going. We're still having one that's trying to develop down in Haskell County. It's not making much headway yet, but maybe it gets a little closer up to our area where it'll begin to pump up a little bit. All these storms, when they get going, are going to drop some pretty good size hail. It's WX5SPS. KE5KNX, WX5SPS.
KNX.
Are you scattering dust along the road as you move north?
Yes, sir. I'm at Daniels Road and I-44.
All right, QSL. Thank you, sir. WX5SPS.
KE5KNX.
KA5KMC, WX5SPS.
Go ahead, Charlie.
Yeah, you monitoring chat?
I hadn't looked at it just a little bit.
You're seeing the surface winds from Oklahoma Mesonet and West Texas Mesonet are more backed across western North Texas and southwest Oklahoma. And that area would be more favorable as far as the environment for increased low-level shear.
Okay. We'll keep our eyes out.
W5GPO, KF5IUB on 9-4.
Go ahead, Shannon.
Charlie, I don't know if you might be moving your mic or what's happening, but you've got a lot of noise, static on the microphone during your transmissions.
Okay, how about now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That is 100% better.
Cheap mic cord.
All right, I just want to give you a heads up on that, but you sound crystal clear now. KF5IUB monitoring.
Appreciate you letting me know. WX5SPS. This WX5SPS little update. The cell that we had in Hardeman County, east of Quanah, is now approaching the Chillicothe area. It still does have a warning on it. There's some stuff trying to build south and southwest of that particular storm. And then we have another one that we're looking out that's coming out of Knox County, moving over into west central Baylor County. And it's trying to pump itself up. It hadn't done too much so far. We have additional development that's way on out southwest of us around Snyder and Scurry County. and that stuff is drifting slowly to the northeast, and probably be another hour and a half, 2 hours, it'll be up towards Haskell County. Nothing else in our immediate area at this time. WX5SPS.
D5IP.
Go ahead, Danny.
Charlie, I can see the tops on those towers. They're just around Seymour.
Yeah, our UFA report there, he thought they was around 30,000, something like that. I don't know whether, I can't see them as being that high here, but I'm not out there looking at them either.
Looks like there's a line of them. Close one looks like it's right over Seymour, and then the rest of them are back behind that one.
They're, a couple of them there kind of training along with each other, so they're moving, it won't be long, they'll be into the southwestern portion of Will Barker County. They should not affect Wichita at all. That's 5SPS. WX5SPS, Norman just issued another severe thunderstorm warning for Jackson County, Oklahoma, Tillman County, Oklahoma, Hardeman, and Will Barker County in Texas till 4:45. That's on that thunderstorm. It's up there in the Chillicothe area, estimating possible wind to 60 mile an hour and 2-inch hail in that storm. That warning is good until 4:45 p.m. WX5SPS.
D5IP.
Go ahead, Danny.
Charlie, that cell over around Seymour looks like it's falling apart.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming down. The heaviest part of it now I'm seeing is just out the west end of Lake Kemp. It extends on up northeastward from there into southern Will Barker County, but the heaviest part I'm seeing is just on the west end of Lake Kemp. If we could get that front to push on in behind that dry line and get it through here, well, we'd be free for the evening, but that dry line's not moving any yet to speak of. Little bit eastward movement, but not much.
Roger, okay. Thank you, Charlie. AD5IP.
WX5SPS.
K5KNX, W5GPL.
Go ahead.
Charlie, we're out here by 240 and 1813 by the Trinity Lutheran Church.
Okay, you got good visibility from there?
Yeah, we're going to move around a little bit and get the best sight that we can.
Okay, well, you're plenty loud and clear from there.
Give us out. I'll let you know where we land.
Okay, is this mic still noisy, or did it shut up?
Only the person talking on it's noisy right now.
Oh, you're right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the compliment. WX5SPS. It's WX5SPS with an update. The storm that's been up in the Chillicothe area still has a warning on it. It's a pretty healthy supercell, and it's getting ready to cross the Red River over into western portions of Tillman County. The storm that we had down in Baylor County that's gone over into Will Barker is just about gone down completely. There's some additional storm development trying to come up in Ford County up northwest of Crowell, and we don't have anything else in our immediate area at this time. This stuff is evidently just not firing along the dry line like they thought it would. We'll hang in here and see what happens and try to get everybody in as soon as we can. This is WX5SPS. WX5SPS, the emergency management up in Will Barker County reported some golf ball size hail 14 north of Vernon. That storm is just about to go across the Red River into Tillman County, Oklahoma. WX5 SPS.
Okay, view stations in the field will give you a quick radar update. The closest thing to us is well out of the way. It's west of Vernon. It's just catching the northwest corner of Wilbarger County. It's a cell that goes up and actually has a tornado warning on it with spotters confirming some kind of a lowering just south of Tipton, moving to the east. And that's the closest thing to us, and there are some warnings on that, but that's not going to affect us. There's some stuff down in Young County that looks like it's probably going to miss us as well, sub-severe at this time. And then there's some more things down to the southwest towards the Amarillo, or let me try that again, towards the Lubbock area. And they've still got a ways to go to get to us. They're down near Kent County, and they've got some warnings on those for hail and wind. But short of that, we've got a little bit of a break right around us. I feel like we might be capped right now is what's keeping these down. So if you'll just hang in there with us, we'll hopefully get this dry line going before long, and we'll get this over with. WX5 SPS. Appreciate everybody hanging in out there.
Net control, KF5 GJL.
Go ahead, Michael.
Just a quick question for you. That storm that's over in northern Wilbarger County, does it look like on radar this back building to the southwest of you?
Well, there is some, I'm going to call it light development that looks like, I'd say probably goes to your west-southwest. It's coming up. Looks like it's going to probably go through the Vernon area. Probably won't affect us.
Okay. Yeah, I was sitting here watching this, and the main cell looks like it's building back to the southwest, and it's coming over the top of 1811 now.
Okay, give me just a second to double check that. How far west does 1811 go?
1811 goes all the way into Wilbarger County and past the power plant and all that area, all the way into pretty much into Vernon.
Okay, QSL. Well, keep in mind that if I'm looking at this right, the lowest tilt I'm able to see towards the Vernon area is at about 1,300 feet, just because of the way the radars work. And I'm looking at about 5 to 10 minutes behind. So you're definitely going to see more than I am. It does look like there's some building going on the west side of Vernon. It's crossing 287. It's almost down to the Kroll area. And there's a little bit just south, on the south-southeast side of Kroll. So, yeah, you're probably seeing some development back that way.
Yeah, QSL, we'll continue to watch it. We're sitting on 1811 looking due west right now, so we'll continue to watch it and see what it does.
Yeah, there's even some stuff further past that, back by Paducah. You could be catching it as well. This stuff is, the problem is this stuff's on a line, and it's kind of a north-south line, and the cells themselves are moving to the northeast. However, we're kind of watching the dry line, and whenever it gets at a push, these things are probably going to end up going more east than north. So we're kind of watching that and kind of trying to stay up on when we need to anticipate this stuff either blowing up or changing direction on us. So we're just kind of, everything's hinged on this dry line right now. WX5 SPS.
WX5 SPS, K5KNV.
Go ahead, Larry.
I want to let you know that they're beginning to come in to play soccer and a few other things out here, so I'm going to probably have a couple hundred kids out here in the next hour and a half, so let me know if anything's getting close to us.
Okay, QSL. Probably the closest storm going to come to you is going to be coming up, and we'll go just to the southeast of Wichita Falls, probably catch the Jolly area. It's just now coming into Archer County, so it's going to be a little while before it gets in your vicinity, and we'll do our best to keep an eye out for lightning. WX5 SPS.
QSL, KE5K, and be clear.
This is WX5 SPS. I would give you another quick radar update, but it really hasn't changed much. The only storm that's going to be affecting our area in the immediate future is down to the southeast of Archer City, and looks to be it's about halfway between Archer City and Windthorst. Moving to the northeast, probably going to affect the Scotland area. At this time, the VILs are just not super impressive on it, but like I say, it's the only thing that isn't affecting our area right this minute. May have some pretty good rain in it, and although I wouldn't anticipate it, it might have some small hail. And again, this is going to go, it's about halfway between Archer City and Windthorst. Going to go over the Scotland area and then probably out towards Jolly. With that, the rest of the stuff is either northwest of Vernon moving into Oklahoma. That's probably the most intense thing around here. Or down by, there's a line that goes from the Benjamin area through Espermont and all the way to the south-southwest to Sterling City. So it's a pretty long line right there. And again, that is moving to the northeast relatively slowly right now. WX5 SPS. This is WX5 SPS. Another radar update. The storms out northwest of Vernon are still continuing to move off across the river. And they are continuing to slowly try and fill into a little bit of a squall line as they move to the south. If you continue along the line down to the southwestern corner of Haskell County, they just issued a tornado warning for a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado near Sagerton or 8 miles northwest of Stamford, moving east at 50 miles an hour. And these are not going to affect us. They're further to the south. This whole line kind of seems to have taken a little bit of an eastward shift. But these things are moving at 50 miles an hour, so they're going to be moving pretty quick as they do come through when they get here. So keep your head on a swivel and be ready to duck under cover if needed from hail. And certainly keep an eye out for any kind of rotation as they do come through. And again, this is out in the southwest corner of Haskell County. There's a severe thunderstorm warning that reaches into Throckmorton County. So nothing in our area, our immediate counties at this time. But these things are rocking and rolling out west and creeping this way. WX5 SPS. This is WX5 SPS. The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Ford, and then Baylor, Wilbarger, and Knox counties for this northern edge of this line that is now going pretty much on the south side of Kroll and extends down south through Haskell. Just south of Haskell is where the tornado warning is, and then on down south from there. The warning on this is going to affect the Wilbarger and Baylor counties, and as this thing moves, if they continue to extend it, it will affect Wichita and Archer. But for the time being, just Wilbarger and Baylor. And hazards are wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour and quarter-size hail. So we're kind of at the bottom edge of severe, but the line continues to move and develop. It could increase. The northern end of this is also kind of trying to build up to the north and catch on to the stuff that just went over the river in Oklahoma. This is WX5 SPS.
SPS, KNX.
Go ahead.
Yeah, if we get hail coming our way, we're going to have to go all the way back to Burke to find some shelter.
Okay, how far west of Burke are you?
We're 6.5 miles west of the intersection of 240 and 368 on 240.
Okay, QSL. Well, go ahead and hold your own where you're at right now, and as this gets closer, we'll keep an eye out on the bills, and we'll move you back into Burke if we need to. WX5 SPS.
QSL K5KNX.
This is WX5 SPS. Give you guys another radar update. The line has continued to kind of close in on itself and form one solid line from north of Frederick down to well south of our area. It extends down through the, I'm going to say the leading edge is in the central portion of Wilbarger and closing in on the central portion of Baylor County as it continues almost due south. At this time, there's no new warnings on it. However, as this progresses, we're going to kind of watch it and see if they extend the severe thunderstorm warning that they put out a little while ago. So again, the line has kind of come into its own and formed up, and it does continue to move to the east at probably about 30-35 miles per hour. This is WX5 SPS.
WX5 SPS.
Go ahead.
Remember, I'm sitting out here with about 100 kids, so if we get close enough, I don't know whether there's lightning in this stuff or not, but if it gets close enough, I need to start warning them. So if you can give me at least a 30-minute run ahead of it, that'd be great. Appreciate that.
Okay, QSL, we'll kind of fill you in when it starts to get to the western Wichita County line. Still got a little while before that, and then that'll give them some time to make that call. Was there another station calling? WX5 SPS? Nothing heard. This is WX5 SPS, net control for the Wichita County Skywarn. This is WX5 SPS. The National Weather Service has extended the severe thunderstorm warning into Wichita County, and now includes Tillman, Archer, Baylor, Ford, Hardeman, Knox, Wichita, and Wilbarger until 7:15 p.m. Sorry. And the threats with this are wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour and hail up to 1¼ inches. So again, you guys, you know your locations. Make sure you know where you can go to get out of some pretty good little hail. This is WX5 SPS.
This is KE5KNB. Is that my notification?
Well, not specifically. It looks like the warning they issued comes about 5 foot inside the Wichita County line. It just barely comes in, but it goes from southern Baylor County all the way up to the Red River, almost to Frederick. So it's not moving real fast, but most likely it is going to hold together until it gets here. So you probably got another, I'm going to say, close to an hour before it gets to your vicinity.
QSL, KE5KNB clear.
We're keeping an eye on the lightning. That'll probably be the first thing you want to consider. As the leading edge of this gets to the county, I'll get back with you, and you guys can make your call from there. Right now, the leading edge of the cell itself, the line, is still about from the Vernon area due south through Seymour and continues on south from there. WX5 SPS. This is WX5 SPS. Station standby for a quick radar update. This line is formed in pretty solid. It's not real thick, but it's going to pretty well go over the entire area. And looks to be moving to the east, maybe a little bit to the north, but mainly to the east, at about 27 miles per hour. So be ready to get some wind measurements just to kind of confirm what we're seeing on radar. Again, we're looking on radar that's about 5,000 foot in the air. So we need you guys on the ground to tell us the wind coming through the populated areas, especially you guys on the west side. The leading edge of this is still west of Seymour, and it kind of goes up to the north We're kind of watching an area, it looks like it'll stay mostly south of Archer County, that may have a little bit of a bow onto it, but we're not completely convinced that it's not just the formation of the line. So we're keeping an eye on that there. This is WX5SPS.
Hey, 5-0.
Go ahead, Mike.
I'd have Larry get ready. Just had some lightning out here west of Holiday.
Okay, QSL. K&V, did you copy that?
QSL, K5KNV.
All right. Lightning's just to the west side of Holiday. This is WX5SPS, and Larry, I'll let you know if I see anything show up on the screen any closer than Holiday. WX5SPS.
Hey, 5-0. NJB.
Go ahead, Joel.
Show K5IKE on location with me. Thank you, KE5NJB.
QSL, I sure will. WX5SPS. This is WX5SPS. Give you guys another radar update. I'm looking at this line as it's moving in from the west, and it's still moving to the east. However, the individual cores are moving more northeast than east. And at this time, there's a core down by Throckmorton that, if all holds true, will probably go to the west side of Iowa Park as it moves in. The heaviest core is going to be due south of Vernon and is going to stay well west of Electra. But again, as this thing comes through, we'll kind of keep an eye on the cores. There's several all the way through it. So anywhere along this line you are when it goes over, I'm going to say you've got about a 50% chance of getting some kind of hail, whether it be small or moderate. And the warning is still in effect, I believe, until 7:15. This is WX5SPS. KNV.
X5SPS, KE5KNV.
Go ahead. We were just calling you. Go ahead.
All fields are clear. KE5KNV.
QSL. Yeah, we just heard the thunder roll past the station, so I think you timed it about right. Appreciate you. WX5SPS.
QSL, KE5KNV, clear.
GJL.
K5, GJL, go ahead.
This line ought to be closing in on your location relatively soon. You getting any kind of wind out of it yet?
Oh, right now, usually around 15 miles an hour or so measured. Looks like it tried to have a little gust front on the front of it, maybe a little shelf cloud, but it's not well defined.
Okay, QSL. And I am seeing a little bit of development now between about Archer City and over Wichita County. So any of you guys could start seeing some rain as this stuff develops. Let me know if you get any wind gusts over. I'm going to set it at 30. If you get any wind gusts over 30, let me know. And I certainly want to know if you get any kind of hail at this point. This is WX5SPS.
RZK.
Go ahead.
I'm looking off towards McGargle. I'm seeing a hail shaft back in that direction.
Okay, QSL, stand by one. Are you still north of Archer?
Negative, the roadside park, west of Archer.
Okay, QSL, I'll buy that. That particular cell, according to radar estimates, has VILs of 45 and is moving at about 52 knots. I don't know that I'll buy the speed, but it's possible. But so the VILs are in there to support a hail shaft, so good eye.
WX5SPS. The other area with a larger core is going to be that one south of Vernon. It looks like it's probably going to go north of the Herald area and miss the county completely. Again, there's a few smaller cores in there, one due west of McGargle and one just to the northeast of Seymour. Stand by one. And OUN thinks the line of storms in Texas should reach Wichita Falls by approximately 8 p.m. And if these things keep their speed as radar estimates, I'm going to buy that as well. The leading edge should probably be to the east side of Wichita Falls by 8 p.m. This is WX5SPS.
GJL.
Go ahead.
Okay, this line's coming in. It's got a lot of movement on the front edge of it. It's nothing organized. It's just a lot of movement, a lot of scud moving around. Still getting winds out of the south. Looks like the south to east, and it's blowing across the leading edge of it, crossing the north side of it.
Okay, QSL. Well, as the Weather Service has kind of decided that the tornadic threat is dissipated, I'm not going to say it's completely gone, but it's certainly come down as to earlier predictions from the day. However, there could be some isolated spin-ups along that, maybe a gustnado here and there. So just kind of keep your eye out. If you do see rotation, keep an eye out and see if you get any kind of lowering. I wouldn't expect it, but it's certainly possible. Again, the heaviest core is going to be due west of you. It's probably going to go well north of Electra. And the other heaviest core is going to be southwest of McGargle to the north of Throckmorton. And looks like it should go to the west of Archer City, maybe through the Holiday area, and continue on through probably the City View area, Shepherd Air Force Base, assuming it holds together. And again, these cores are moving from south to north along the line, and the line itself is drifting to the east. WX5SPS.
Yeah, GJ, I'll agree with that. Yeah, we're just now getting the light rain now. Just hit us, and then there's no signs of any kind of rotation or anything. It's just a lot of scud just being pushed around by the wind.
Okay, QSL. Yeah, as I'm looking on radar at base velocities, I'm seeing 34 knots, just a little bit to the south of Electra. And again, that's at 1,550 feet. So there along the ground, it's probably going to be less. But let me know if you get anything over 30. WX5SPS. RZK.
RZK.
Yeah, I'm watching an area just due west of your location, and as I'm checking the base velocities, I'm getting about 40 knots out of it. I got one at 43, so you may get some gusty winds as this thing comes through. Same thing I told the folks in Electra, if you'll kind of get your anemometer up there and let me know if you get over 30, see what's actually making it to the ground. Wouldn't expect anything too significantly high, but I'd like to be aware of this thing as it moves into the populated areas. WX5SPS.
QSL, there's been an increase in cloud to ground, and it's been booming away over there. But yeah, I've got my anemometer up, and I'll let you know. KD5RZK.
Okay, QSL. Yeah, probably the heaviest core in the vicinity right now is, if you drew a line from you straight through McGargle and straight to the, the Baylor and Throckmorton County line, there's a little core in there with bills at 54. It says it's moving at 46 knots. According to this, the track is going to show it up towards the Holiday area, but I'm guessing it's going to be a little further to the east than that as it moves. Kind of keep a head up and
I hope you know somewhere you can back up to maybe into Archer City and get under a little bit of cover if need be. WX5 SPS.
WX5 XPS, K8.
Go ahead, Clayton.
Starting to see CT out to the west of us.
Okay, QSL, due west of you?
QSL.
All right. Well, if you'll also be ready for some wind measurements when it comes through, I'd appreciate it. And NB5J.
NB5J.
It appears at this point we have our minimum, our area covered. However, if you want to join in the rain and see a light show, you're more than welcome to go out to the high school.
QSL, head that way. NB5J.
QSL, WX5 SPS. WX5 SPS. As I'm looking at this core, again, the heaviest one is going to be just to the west-northwest of McGargle. And there's a few other cores that are just due west of Dundee. There's one, as well as a couple of them just to the west of Harold and west and southwest. Nothing really jumps out at me as being too big of a concern. Stand by one. WX5 SPS.
AD5IP.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the rain just got here.
QSL. Well, did you get any winds with it?
Negative. It's about 25.
Okay, QSL. All stations be advised, the National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning that covers all of Wichita and Archer counties for this line. And the hazards include wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour, as well as half-dollar size hail. And this goes until 8 p.m. as this line moves through. So far we have a report of 25 from 85 IP. We'll set that as our baseline standard. If you get over 25 miles per hour, go ahead and call and let me know, as well as if you get any hail with these. They seem to be taking a bit of a downward turn as they've gotten closer, so we're just going to hope that continues on. WX5 SPS.
KNX.
Go ahead.
The light rain has made it here. No significant winds, though.
Okay, QSL. The chat went down temporarily, I'm sure, so we're kind of waiting on it to come back up. In the meantime, give us just a minute and we'll give another radar update on location of these cores. And again, I just want to remind you that the locations I'm giving are approximate, as the radar we're watching is Doppler radar, and it's always a couple of minutes behind. WX5 SPS.
AD5IP.
Go ahead.
We've got a wind gust to 29.
QSL.
GJL.
Go ahead.
That wind gust 35 measured, and getting some moderate rain.
QSL. Yeah, Michael, there's a little core, just looks like it's just going to skirt the south side of Electra. Might stay south of 287. Going to pass over your area momentarily if it's not already on you. So let me know if you get any kind of hail out of that thing. WX5 SPS.
OIJ.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll say about 25-mile-an-hour wind here in town, estimated, and steady to moderate rain right now.
QSL.
Yeah, 5 OIJ, we're
NB5J on location at the high school.
QSL, got you down.
AD5IP.
Go ahead.
Just had a wind shift out of the west at 34 miles an hour.
QSL. This is WX5SPS. Give you guys a quick update on some of these cores. Danny, it looks like there's going to be one moving probably just to your south side. So if you start getting any kind of hail, go to the north, and you'll get out of it. Probably still be in some rain, but should be able to pull out of that core. Also, there's another little core right below that one that looks like it's going to go just to the north of the roadside park there at Archer. So you guys down there, keep your head up, and again, if you get hail, go ahead and move back into Archer City, and you'll get out of it. This is WX5SPS.
RZK.
Go ahead.
Just got a gust of 31.
QSL. You should start getting the rain any moment.
Roger. KD5RZK.
AD5IP.
Go ahead, Danny.
And heavy rain with pea-sized hail.
QSL. Pea-sized hail and microwave. Current time.
AMD.
Go ahead.
Wind gust currently 38.
QSL. GJL.
GJL, go ahead.
You on the north or south side of Electra?
South side on 1811.
Okay, QSL. There's a little core that is probably pretty close to your location by now. You getting any kind of hail or heavy downpour rain?
QSL, getting some pretty good rain, maybe some intermediate pea-sized hail mixed with it. Nothing big.
QSL. Well, let me know if you get anything any bigger.
Yeah, 5RJ.
Go ahead, Danny.
I've got hail in my QTH unknown size.
QSL.
Also, a size moderate to heavy with it in 5RJ.
Repeat that last one, Danny.
Also, moderate to heavy rain to go with it.
QSL.
Head control, CPD.
Go ahead.
We got some light rain, and it's about 25.5 miles per hour.
QSL. You folks there at Owl Park, there's a core. If I follow the track of it, it's going to go well north of you. If I follow the movement my eye's calling it, it's going to go just north of you. But it may have some pea-sized hail in it as it moves over. It's still on Highway 25 at this time, just almost due west of Owl Park. So we'll let you know as this thing gets a little bit closer, and maybe it'll continue to dissipate. WX5SPS.
Jerry, this is KA9CPV. I'm measuring a 60-mile-an-hour gust at this particular time. I got wires on the poles dancing around like crazy.
QSL at 60 miles per hour at the high school.
QSL.
QSL, sending it in. Let us know if it gets any higher. And anybody else, hold off on the wind reports unless they're over 50. WX5SPS.
CFKG5 GBP.
GBP.
Come back into Archer City. We've got nickel-sized hail.
QSL. WX5SPS. CPB, let me just confirm you're in the parking lot on the west side of the school?
South? Close enough.
There by the pool?
Good. If I'm on that little access road that's where the band practices.
Okay, QSL. Were those winds coming out of the west or the south, could you tell?
Coming out of the south.
Okay, QSL. WX5SPS. Be advised, some of these cells, the radar has indicated that they're moving to the north at up to 54 knots along this line. So any station that gets over, we're going to say 50-mile-an-hour winds or above, be sure and call them in. WX5SPS.
Control K9 CPB. It looks like the winds have shifted and they're coming out of the west now.
Okay, QSL. Yeah, that was probably the winds right along the leading edge of that. So just let me know if you get any more gusts anywhere near that. WX5SPS.
Hey, 5CO.
CO, go ahead.
It's P5L, current time.
QSL, P-size hail, current time, WX5SPS. This is WX5SPS. There is a core in Archer County, looks like it's due south of Holiday. 85 IP, if you look back to your east, you can probably see it. That got some pretty good bills on it, probably over 50, and is headed towards the Lakeside City area. K&V, can you get an eye on that?
AWB, we're looking at it. We're getting pretty good sustained winds. Not enough to measure, though. Early.
Okay, I caught the first half of that. Kind of either sit back in your car where you're out of the wind or step around behind something and try that again.
We're feeling the wind now. Not enough to measure, really. Slight sprinkles, but the temperature drops probably 15 degrees.
QSL. Well, again, this is going to be from the stadium. It's going to be to the southwest, and it's moving to the east-northeast. According to the radar, it's moving at 55 knots, so it's not taking its time. The other cell in the area that we're kind of watching, the other core rather, is about right on 287, about halfway between Iowa Park and Electra. And again, that may have some small hail in it. WX5SPS.
KNX.
KNX, go ahead.
Heavy rain at this time.
QSL. Along the leading edge of this as it moves over your location, you guys pay close attention to your anemometers, see if you get any higher wind gusts. WX5SPS.
Control, AWB.
AWB, go ahead.
The edge has already passed over the stadium, and we didn't get enough wind to really measure.
QSL. Stations be advised, as this moves over, it's going to be some significant rain, probably several inches an hour. It looks like it's just east of 25, and looks like it's going to be coming through Holiday now, as well as the Iowa Park area pretty soon. So, again, be ready for some pretty good downpours as these guys have already had. WX5SPS.
This is K5WR.
Go ahead.
Okay, we had a guy come up on 68 over here just a few seconds ago, and he's trying to report a rotating wall cloud. Best I can tell, he was on 79 entering Wichita County, and that was going to be to his south, so it's probably going to be somewhere there in Archer County. I'll just give you that for your own information. Over.
Okay, QSL.
You have your, you got your stuff all set up and going over there?
Basically, we're not out scattered out yet. We're just kind of waiting for it to get a little bit closer. But I don't know where this guy come from. He was mobile coming in on 79. So I don't know if there's anything over there or not. Over.
All right, QSL, appreciate it. I'm not seeing anything on radar at this time, but we'll keep an eye out for any kind of rotation. Yeah, as they indicated earlier, the tornadic threat is kind of dissipated as this line formed, but there may be some spin-ups along the leading edge, maybe some gustnados or something. We did have a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust there at Owl Park a little while ago. WX5SPS, appreciate you.
All righty. I've been monitoring y'all over here, and I didn't see anything on the radar either, but I thought I might pass it on just in case. I appreciate you. K5, everything.
WF5KA.
WF5KA, go ahead.
In B-size hail at the stadium.
Okay, other station, standby 1. I copied P-size hail at the stadium. WF5KA, go ahead.
Yeah, we're getting pretty heavy rain with some pea-size hail mixed in with it. Current time.
QSL, let me know if it gets any bigger. Same thing for you at the stadium. If it gets any bigger than P's, let me know. WX5SPS.
Net Control, GBP.
GBP, go ahead.
Back out here at the Y, I lost my other spotter there in town. It was pretty heavy rain for a while, but it looks like it's all past here now.
Okay, QSL, just hang out at your location and he'll catch up with you in a minute. Other stations on frequency, the heaviest cores we're looking at right now, we've got one that looks like it's headed up towards the west side of Burnt Burnett. So KNX, if you haven't already started getting it, it's just to your south and you're about to. The other core is going to be on the south side of Holiday, and looks like it's kind of following up the 277 area towards Wichita. And it's got vills up to 50, so there may be some hail in it. WX5SPS. Just for information, we're getting some, probably some small hail here at the station. WX5SPS.
WX5SPS, KB5TWG.
Go ahead, TWG.
QSL, I can't get out, but I'd let you know that we just had 2 trees uprooted straight out of the ground where I work, as well as, obviously the big wind gust. I've got no idea what the measure's been, but we did have 2 trees completely uprooted.
Okay, QSL, does it look like straight line winds? And what diameter trees?
Straight line winds, and I would say the diameter was probably about 3 to 4 inches. Also had a power flash directly across the highway at that empty warehouse on the northeast side of the intersection up here.
Okay, QSL, are you where you can kind of keep an eye that way to make sure there's no kind of fire or anything resulting from that?
QSL, I'm in front of the store paying attention to what else going on in our lot, so I'll keep an eye on it for now. But yeah, there was a power flash and lots of sparks in that warehouse.
QSL, WX5SPS.
Hey, GPO.
Go ahead, Charlie.
I had a report a couple of blocks south of me, some nickels, and I've had a couple of nickels, a few dimes, and some pennies here. Over.
QSL, we'll send it up. WX5SPS.
I got it, up GPO.
RZK.
Go ahead.
back out at the roadside park west of Archer, KD5RZK.
QSL. WX5SPS. Be advised, we've also had a wind gust of 42 in Burnett. WX5SPS.
K5IKE.
IKE, go ahead.
At the time that Clayton was reporting the wind gust here, I was watching the power lines, and we had power flashes to the west of our location down in the next valley over the next hillside. Had multiple power flashes in the same location, and that didn't get reported.
Okay, QSL. Well, you get some gusty winds. It's not uncommon, as you know, to have those flashes. Just kind of keep an eye in that direction and do your best to look for smoke or any kind of possible fires resulting from that. WX5SPS.
QSL, K5IKE.
You guys at the stadium, also be advised we've got a report of dimes to the southwest of the stadium. So you guys get where you can back under cover. WX5SPS.
Net control, AWB.
Go ahead.
Already subsided here, and down to just a mist.
Okay, QSL. Appreciate that. WX5SPS.
QSL, AWB.
GJL.
Go ahead, Michael.
Electra PD is reporting that has some fences blown down in Electra on, I think, West Garrison, 500 block West Garrison. Hadn't heard any other reports on anything.
Okay, QSL. They wooden fences, can you tell? Something that would catch a lot of winds?
I'm really not sure yet. They're just sent PD over there to check it out, so I hadn't heard any other details on it.
Okay, QSL. If you do hear any details, just pass it along to me. WX5SPS. And at this time, there's a relatively good core moving over Wichita Falls. I don't know that it's severe criteria. However, there has been some nickel and dime hail out of it, so may get a little bit calling. Any of you guys that get hail, call it in. The other heaviest core is going to be between Lakeside City and Scotland. Looks like it's going to stay well south of Lakeside City and move over, I'm going to say, towards the Henrietta area. And then there's another core south of Scotland that's going to go south of the town of Scotland. WX5SPS.
WX5SPS, TWG.
Station calling?
Go Whiskey Golf.
Go ahead.
P-size to dime-size hail at my location.
QSL.
85NC.
Go ahead.
Hey, Jerry, we had some P to nickel-size hail here at the DPS about a minute ago. I've moved across I-44 to the Exxon station underneath the covers. Another thing, while I was there for about the last 5 minutes, I've had so much static I couldn't understand anything that you were saying. I was getting it on my HT and on this radio.
Okay, QSL. You're not the only one to mention that an HT is staticky, so we'll work on that. Okay, we got your report. Stand by a minute. WX5SPS.
85 GPL.
Go ahead, Charlie.
Let's see if we check the problem we had the other day, okay?
I'm sorry, try that again.
Let me see if we check the problem we had the other day.
QSL. I was thinking the same thing. Go ahead. 85NC. How copy now?
85NC. Jared, sounds good now. When I moved over here across the road and called in, I was hearing you just fine, but I've had this problem at my house too. I don't know if it's just something over there by the DPS that's messing it up or what.
Yeah, we've had reports from the City View area as well for the same reason. Is it coming in clear on your HT right now?
Yeah, OIJ.
OIJ, go ahead.
According to BD, no damage.
Come again, Danny? I missed that. N5 OIJ, I did not copy.
Okay, according to BD, no damage on the fences.
Okay, QSL, appreciate that. 85NC, did you ever get that HT out?
QSL 85NC, it is better on the HT as well. 85NC.
Okay, QSL. Are you still getting some precipitation there at your location?
Getting a little bit of light to moderate rain, but no hail or anything like that at this time.
QSL, KB5TWG, how about you?
We've just gotten light rain now. The wind's died down almost to nothing.
Okay, QSL, you ought to be in the clear then. The other heaviest core moving over the city of Wichita Falls is going to be east of the downtown area at this time. Probably going to go approaching the 79 and heading towards maybe the south side of Dean. The other cores are definitely along the east side of 281, probably crossing into Clay County as we speak. Due east of Scotland would be the heaviest core in that. Other stations, stand by one, and we're going to do a quick check and see if we can start sending some people home. This is WX5SPS.
NJV.
NJV, go ahead.
Yeah, lineman just came through, and he told us that there's some lines down there where we saw those power plants earlier. 85 NJV.
Okay, QSL. Alright, you guys hang around just another minute or two. We're going to start probably clearing some folks. We are still kind of watching the Archer County area. There's a little bit of development behind the line. I don't know that it's going to be anything too significant, but I don't want to send you guys home and then have it balloon up behind you. So just bear with us a little bit longer and we'll start getting you guys home. WX5SPS. GJL. GJL, go ahead. I'm going to go ahead, unless you guys see a reason to hang out, I'm going to go ahead and cut you and HMN loose.
QSL, yeah, we don't have any rain and we got sunshine. So it looks like we're good to go.
Alright, QSL. You guys are kind of on the backside of all this. 85 IP.
85 IP.
I'm going to kind of hold you there another minute. You probably got some stuff developing kind of right on top of you. I don't anticipate it going severe, but it's got some bills up in the upper 30s to 40 range. Let me know if you get any hail.
Okay, will do, Jerry. 85 IP.
This development over Archer County is pretty much over most of the county. Say south of 277 and from county line to county line as this is moving through. So, again, I don't anticipate anything severe, but I don't want to send you home too early. We've all been there and done that and had to get right back out. WX5SPS.
Jerry, if you want to, you guys secure me as well to N5 OIJ.
QSL, will do. WX5SPS.
GJL.
GJL, go ahead.
Is SPS, they expecting any kind of redevelopment later on this evening or anything with this stuff? Or what's the deal?
We don't know just yet. I don't think so. I think this is going to be once the show is over, the show's over. But we'll certainly page out again if anything does redevelop. And give me just a few minutes, and as soon as we get this stuff through the county, we'll see if we can touch base and get a little better idea on their estimations. WX5 SPS.
QSL, KF5, GJL clear.
KNX.
KNX.
The main part of this line is through you. However, would you go back through Burt Burnett and just take 240 on into town? And there's a bank on East 3rd. Would you check it out? There's some kind of a brick sign that was blown over, and kind of get an idea on how big that is, and then give me a call when you get a look at that. Just call me on 800 and fill us in.
USL KE5KNX.
Better yet, can you take a picture and text it to me?
Will do.
RZK. Go ahead, John. Okay, this report is 8-inch diameter tree limbs. It's actually on Mesquite Street near Greenbrier. KD5RZK.
QSL, WX5 SBS.
KD5 INN, KD5 NIE.
Go ahead, Keith.
Hey, Jerry, I've got some damage to this new building out here. Parts of the AC unit on top of the unit are blown out in the parking lot, along with the construction trailer and the FedEx truck down the road. So that's about all I have right now for you right now, sir.
Okay, QSL. If you find anything else significant like that, let me know. WX5 SPS. Some of you other guys, as we send you in, we're going to have you take a little detour and check out a few areas. So stand by. WX5 SPS. RZK.
RZK.
I'm going to go ahead and send you in. I believe the precipitation is pretty much east of, the heaviest stuff is east of 79. If you'll head back up 79 and on your way to the house, if you'll stop by and check out maybe the Jacksboro Highway and Hatton Road area with particular attention to that area for wind damage, especially on Hatton Road. There's going to be a FedEx trailer there by the airport and by the Reef Plain Center. Can you snap a picture of that on your phone and email it to me when you get a chance?
I can do that. I don't know whether email would work for me, but I can most certainly send it to you in a text.
That'll work just as well. Appreciate it, just so we kind of know what we're looking at.
5 GVP.
Do you guys see any reason to hold you there?
Sir, I'm sort of looking at the sunset, and I really don't see a reason.
QSL, it should be pretty well east of you, so why don't you ease on back to the house?
QSL, KG5, UP, clear monitoring.
KE5, KNV.
This is KNV.
Can I get you to take a little trip out to where the Loves is and kind of get a look at the sign there and
maybe snap a picture and send it to me. We've got some reports of the damage on the sign. We'd like to see what kind of damage it is.
Tell me again where the sign is.
It's there at the Love's truck stop. There at 287.
QSL, KE5KNB. You want to release the other two here?
QSL, that was my next step. Also, be advised, all stations, there's some areas around town where power is out. The areas you're going through, if you see particular areas, if you'll kind of call it in if it's a very big area. WX5 SPS.
QSL, KE5KNB clear.
KD5PZK.
What station was calling?
Kilo Delta 5, Papa Zulu Kilo.
Go ahead.
Be advised, Southwest Parkway, all down Old Jacksboro Highway, everything east of Old Jacksboro Highway is without power all the way to the highway.
Okay, that's everything from 79 all the way up towards 287?
Yeah, 10-4, and there's lines down the roads partially blocked, and the Scott's drive-in awning is blown off.
Okay, QSL, those lines down, are the poles snapped off, or is it just lines?
I'm very, very slowly getting up there. There's some emergency crews already there. I'll advise her in just a second.
Okay, QSL, just be very, very cautious. Safety first. Don't run over anything. WX5 SPS.
PZK.
PZK, go ahead.
The pole's not snapped. It's actually pulled out of the ground and leaning on the building next to it.
Okay, QSL, is there just one pole, or do you see more?
All I could see down was that one pole, but also the houses on the other side from the United on Jacksboro Highway to Weeks Park and over to Southwest Parkway. That entire area is without power also.
Okay, QSL, yeah, on the Encore storm page, there are several outages listed that are in the area of 1,800 customers affected. Another one has over 2,500. So Encore is aware of the outages, and just let me know if you see any specific damage.
5 DBU.
DBU, go ahead.
Yes, I'm at work at the state hospital, and we have several trees and one greenhouse that has completely been destroyed out here by the wind.
Okay, how large are the trees, diameter?
I'm looking at one tree right now that's blocking the road that fell over. It looks like it's probably a good 12, 14-inch diameter.
Okay, QSL. WX5 SPS.
PZK.
Go ahead.
Over on the small street between Hollandale and Norman, there are numerous trees down in the roadway. Big trees, partially blocking the roadway. There's probably 20.
Okay, can you give me the largest diameter you see?
Looks like around 6 inches to 8 inches.
QSL. WX5 SPS.
Hey, Jerry, I've got no power at my house, so if you need me to go anywhere for damage assessment, I'm all yours.
Okay, stand by just a little bit. We got some guys roaming around a little. I think most of this is going to be confined to the southeast side of town. As for the power outages, there are numerous. Looks like there's a couple in Owl Park. There's some at Lakeside City. There's some along
277, as far as even up into the City View and out by the DPS area. So there's a lot of wind that went through. It was not necessarily severe wind, although we've got some indications there may have been some. But definitely some of the lines down are going to be checked on. This is WX5 SPS.
PDK.
Go ahead.
In front of TxDOT, all the way almost down to the Y, there's probably 10 power poles snapped off and laying in the middle of Southwest Parkway. Fire police have the roadway blocked off.
QSL, you estimate 10?
Yeah, I can count 10. It's completely dark over here. There's at least 10, maybe more. And they're laying across Southwest Parkway.
Okay, QSL. Just remember safety first and stay clear of the area. I appreciate the report. WX5 SPS.
This is KU5KNV.
KNV, go ahead.
I'm at that intersection. I'm having to turn around and go a different way to get out to Love. So I've run into where the police have it blocked off. KU5KNV clear.
Okay, QSL. Yeah, as I said before, there are numerous reports on the Encore page. They're aware of the power outages and they're working on it. Sounds like PD and fire are well on top of the ball, so kind of take your time and be careful getting there. WX5 SPS. 85NC.
85NC.
You're there at the DPS, correct?
Yes, sir.
You see any areas without power obvious to you?
No, not right here. We've got power on the west side of I-44. Immediately on the east side of I-44, we have power. I can make a loop around down Missile Road and around the west side of the base if you want me to.
If you don't mind, yeah, just run down and then head kind of south and run maybe down to the Airport Road area and then cut back to I-44 and just kind of check for power outages there. I'd appreciate it.
QSL, on our way.
E5IP.
Go ahead, Danny.
Jerry, on Southwest Parkway, do you know exactly where those poles are down?
He said over around the TxDOT area, down to Sutherland. That would be in front of the Taco Casa, the Chick-fil-A, or not the TxDOT all the way down to the Sutherlands area.
Okay, professional drive okay?
Stand by one and I'll let you know. WX5 SPS.
PDK.
Go ahead.
Yeah, professional drive, the Walmart, Taco Bell, everything on that part is without power, all the apartments and everything down off professional.
QSL, WX5 SPS.
D5IP. I was just wondering because Terry's got to get over there to the TxDOT building.
Those driveways are completely blocked. The biggest damage is right there in front of TxDOT.
Okay, appreciate it. AD5IP clear.
PDK clear.
Net control, AWB.
Go ahead.
Army clear at the house.
QSL, appreciate you getting out. WX5 SPS.
QSL, AWB.
WF5K.
Okay, KA standby one.
NJB.
Go ahead, Joel.
I just got a report from a ham friend of mine on Forest Glen Apartments right there off Professional Drive. They had 3-inch diameter trees snapped off right through apartment windows over there, and they're also out of power.
QSL, WX5 SBS.
K5 and JB.
RZK. RZK, go ahead.
As I come through Lakeside City at Bowman Road and 79, seen a power flash, and I saw fire trucks out at that. It looks like Lakeside City East is without power. KD5RZK.
Thanks, John. WX5 SBS.
NB5J, I'm going back. NB5J.
Okay. Jerry, Clayton, Janine, Joel, appreciate you all getting out there. WX5 SBS.
SBS K5KNX.
Go ahead, Chip.
Yeah, I got a picture of the bank side, and I'm here to get a picture of a couple of trees that are down. They've got a few trees down around Burke, and they got a couple power lines down, too.
QSL. Appreciate it, Chip.
K5KNX.
RZK.
Go ahead, John.
Where was that truck that was supposed to have been turned over?
It's a FedEx trailer. It was over by Hatton Road off Jacksboro.
Well, I went by the FedEx place there on Hatton Road near Jacksboro, and no truck. Didn't find any truck that was turned over.
Were you just north of the airport, or were you over by 287?
No, I was just right there at the airport.
QSL, stand by. NIE. KD5, NIE. You on here, Keith?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, NIE.
Yeah, Keith. Can you give better details to John on where that trailer was flipped over that FedEx trailer?
Yes, sir. It's just over here off of Hatton Road off Jacksboro Highway, in between the FedEx building and the new Animal Reclaim Center.
Okay, let me circle around and go back over there and see if I can see anything, but I didn't see anything whenever I come through there.
Yeah, it's all here. You might be advised and might tell Jerry that we had 5 AC units blowed off the top of this new building out here. At the current time, we're waiting on somebody to come out to turn the gas because all the gas lines were broke. So that's where we're standing at right now at the present time.
Okay, Keith. Was that out right there by the Reclaim Center, that new building?
QSL, it's right there on Kimball Drive. Like I said, right when you're coming down Hatton Road, headed east on Hatton, right in between the Animal Reclaim Center, Wichita Falls Animal Reclaim Center, and the FedEx building. There's only one road.
QSL, you know, were those rooftop air conditioners that were taken off?
They're still on top of the building, but they're not where they're supposed to be, and parts of them are laying in the parking lot.
QSL, I understand. Appreciate it, Keith. WX5 SBS.
Hey, Facio.
Go ahead, Mike.
That's a new pediatric clinic down there at the end of Kimball.
QSL. Thanks, Mike.
Hey, Facio.
NIE.
Go ahead, Keith.
Yeah, be advised, I'm going to be away from the radio for a few minutes. I'm trying to gather up some stuff up here and so we can get this gas shut off up here.
QSL, understand. Give us a shout if you need anything. WX5 SPS.
RZK, I just found that trailer. I didn't realize it was on Kimball there. Pulled into the front parking lot close to Hatton Road, but it's back at the back of their lot there. But I'm going to take you a picture and send it to you. KD5 RZK.
Thank you, John.
NIE to RZK. RZK to NIE. Sir, you might be advised to advise him that we got another trailer probably about 100 yards down just south from that same road that's also blowed over and tore up also.
Okay, thank you, Keith. I may be out taking a picture, but appreciate it. WX5 SPS.
WX5 SPS, A85CO.
Go ahead, Mike.
Do you need Steve or I to check anything on the way back in?
Okay, we've discussed it, Mike, but why don't y'all just head back to the house? I think we have enough eyes out in that area for now.
USL did a good job tonight, still doing a good job. A85CO clear.
We appreciate y'all getting out. WX5 SPS. Okay, I know we've still got some stations out checking for damage. Are there any other stations that we've missed? Negative contact. Appreciate everybody that's got out there and you guys that are out doing a damage survey. Appreciate it. WX5 SPS, Wichita County Skywarn.
This is KU5KNV.
Go ahead, Larry.
It must be the Flying J that had the damage. I can't get to it because there's police and fire people over here taking care of some of the damage.
QSL. Appreciate it, Larry.
QSL, KU5KNV headed to the house.
WX5 SPS. NJB. Go ahead, Joel.
I was just clearing out a net. What's wrong with I-44 Walmart? They had a whole lot of their outdoor garden center knocked over right here. Nothing major.
QSL. WX5 SPS.
RZK.
Go ahead, John.
Got something else for you I'm going to send you a picture of. We've got what appears to be one of those construction trailers that they use for like an office while they're building something, and it looks like it's been rolled a couple of times. I'm going to send those pictures to you.
QSL. Appreciate it, John.
KD5 RZK.
NJV.
Go ahead.
That ham over the apartments I was talking about earlier, he's got a correction on that. It's actually 10-inch diameter tree snapped off into somebody's window.
QSL. WX5 SPS.
K5 and JV.
KU5KNX.
Go ahead, Chip.
Gary, can you give me a call on my cell phone?
QSL. Jerry's working on it right now. WX5 SPS. Was there a station calling? Negative contact. WX5 SPS.